Hello everybody, it's your favorite aquarist, Paleo Jake here, bringing you the long anticipated Season 2 introduction for Megaquarium. Now, about Season 1, it never had an end. I apologize for that. You see, what happened, it was an incident with the editing on that video. I normally don't edit the videos, but when I did, it converted it to an MP3 file, so it was like unusable for YouTube's purposes, so I had to delete it. So I am very sorry about that. But anyways, here we are in Freshwater Frenzy, the new DLC. So here we are showcasing some of the new features of the DLC. Now, this is not the aquarium I'm going to be using for the playthrough of Freshwater Frenzy, but this is just going to showcase some of the features that are in it. So first of all, as you can see, this whole aquarium is painted on a theme. If you go to the themes, you can set a default theme now by pressing right click on the paints. So any new constructions I make, look, they're the new color. That was part of a pre-DLC patch that they released. So first of all, we're going to show you some of the new tanks. So here is the land tank. We have land creatures now, or at very least semi-aquatic creatures. And here is the eastern long-necked turtle, I think is what it's called. Yeah, eastern long-necked turtle. One of 3 semi-aquatic reptiles that have been added to the game. Here we see that it's also a freshwater tank. Now, the cool thing about the freshwater tanks is that they convert to freshwater when you put a freshwater animal in them. So yeah, it prevents you from mixing saltwater and freshwater species, to those of you who are possibly concerned about that. And also, this is an ecology poster. This poster will generate ecology points for each unique animal in the exhibit, and it generates prestige for each unique animal in the exhibit. So that is really cool. Those are like essential now. Almost. Let's see. Here is a bridge tank, another new tank, where visitors can walk up and over the tank and peer down into the exhibit. I think that is so cool. And then here we have the tinfoil barb, another new species added to the game. Now, these species that I've picked out, they have brand new care requirements. So you see, the eastern long-necked turtle is an explorer. That's a new care requirement. And it also occupies land, so that's another new care requirement. So explorer means that you need to have different decorations in the exhibit in order for it to be happy. And it's also a nibbler, which means if you have a fish with large flowing appendages or like long delicate fins, it will bite them, and you need to watch out for that. So it's kind of like the bully and the wimp mechanic, except it's dealing with fins. So there's that, and then there's the tinfoil barb. Now this one has some other care requirements. As you can see, it requires neutral water. So you cannot have acidic water volume, meaning that if you have too many acidic objects or too many RO machines attached to the tank, it will become acidic and this fish will not be able to live in it. Now this is only with the freshwater fish, the pH requirement, so that's important to know. And it also requires open space, so you need to have area in the tank with no decorations whatsoever. And it's also a plant destroyer, so you need to have so many plants in the exhibit that it can't possibly destroy any one single plant. So yeah, there's a lot of new stuff in Freshwater Frenzy. And then there's also a science poster, which is generates science points instead of ecology points like the ecology poster. And then there are the Guppies. Yes, the Guppies are here, and they're adorable. Who could say no to that face? But anyway, you might be wondering, why on earth have I shoved like 40 million floating plants in this guppy pen? Well, we're going to be showcasing the breeding system. So as you can see here, they are looking for a mate. So at the end of the day, there's a 71% chance of finding a mate. And when they do, the guppies will get pregnant. And when the guppies get pregnant, they will hatch out live young. And what you do with that live young is you can leave it in here, which is a bad idea, and I'll tell you why. And then you can move it into a separate pen. Now, when taking care of guppies specifically, they will eat fry of other guppies' young. So you need to move the fry to a safer environment when you're breeding guppies. So we'll wait on them. And while we wait on them, let me tell you about another thing that's been added to the game. The accessories. So you see here we have sneakers, a backpack, a tool belt, and a feeding stick. Now, to equip accessories to your staff, you go to the staff ledger. You go to no accessory, and then you click on the accessory that you want to give the staff. So this one's a good fixture, so I'm going to give them a tool belt. Now, let's see. This one is not very good at... Well, I mean, let me just pick one that's really good at feeding fish and give them the feeding stick. Let's pick someone who's good at a lot of things. I'll give them the sneaker. And let's see, I'll just give this person a backpack. Now, the tool belt, I'll just let you read that there. It increases the staff member's fixing skill by 10%. And it also counts as a toolkit. So that is very useful if you have a large aquarium with a lot of facilities and stuff that are constantly breaking down. You'll want a lot of staff with tool belts. Sneakers will speed up your staff and make them move faster. So if you have if you have a large aquarium and the staff needs to cover a lot of space, you'll want to equip some sneakers on ones that are kind of, I guess like slower than most staff members, or you can make staff members that are already fast even faster. Then the backpack, it doubles the equipped staff member's animal food carrying capacity, so you can give that to someone who's good at feeding fish, and they'll be able to feed the fish more easily. And then the feeding stick accessory increases the equipped staff member's feeding skill by 30 when feeding animals which require skill. So that one is especially important for animals that require skill to feed. So let's just let this play out, and hopefully we'll get some guppies. Nothing? Okay, they found a mate. So now they're looking for floating cover to breed. So there is a super large amount of floating cover, so there's a 100% chance that there will be baby guppies. So let's just speed up to the next day. Okay, we got 3 messages. Alright, we have 3 pregnant guppies. So breeding takes a while, but when done right, you will be able to get hybrids with color variations and pattern variations. Now, a lot of times you will just get normal guppies from breeding, but the more rare variations you have in the same tank, the more likely it will be for you to get new color variations. So keep that in mind when you're breeding the fish. So let's take this time to go over a couple of the new species. So there's a new nifty little toggle here to switch between saltwater and freshwater equipment and animals. So we currently have the guppies, the tinfoil barbs, and the eastern long-necked turtle. Now, there's a lot of fish to go over. So there's cichlids, there's tooth carp, characins or carations, rainbows, Sarasalmidae, which is the piranhas and the pacu, catfish, ancestris, rays. We got some new oddballs, crustaceans, reptiles, and mammals. Now, we got another pregnant guppy, so we have maximized the guppies. Let's take a look at the guppies. Yeah, these are really cute fish. Now that's a funny face right there. So hopefully on the next day we will have some guppy fry. In the meantime, let's see. Let's go over the different species. There's the convict cichlid, which is like a prisoner almost, the way he's colored. There's the Midas cichlid, the red striped earth eater, the discus, the butterfly ram, the Amazonian angelfish. There's of course the guppy, the gardener's killifish, cardinal tetra, Congo tetra, blind cave tetra, which that's an interesting choice. The tinfoil barb, the giant hatchetfish, the Bozeman's rainbow, red-bellied piranha, pacu, Adolfo's cory, red-tailed catfish, ripsaw catfish, sunshine pleco, porcupine river stingray, the electric eel, the American paddlefish, and the arapaima, the fan shrimp, the panther crab, eastern long-necked turtle, dwarf crocodile, green anaconda, and finally we have the American manatee. So that's all the species that come with the Freshwater Frenzy expansion pack. Now if we sit here and watch, we should see the fry get added to the tank. We'll just watch from the top down and speed it up. Whoa. Okay. So the tinfoil barb have grown, which that's not really important right now. But 3 guppies. Okay, another guppy is pregnant, but that's not that important. Well, it is important, but not right now. We have 3 sets of guppy fry. Now, let's take a look at the fry. It says, yeah, predators are present, reducing survival rate by 8%, which is not good. So we're going to take all 3 fry and place them in a separate tank. And I just now realized that we need places for our visitors to sit down. Now, if you're wondering, I will be doing modded playthroughs eventually, so keep an eye out for those. As you can see, when the staff get equipped with an accessory, it appears on their character, which is really cool. So now, the fry, the good water quality is adding to their survival rate. Now we can increase the water quality. Oh wow. Good water quality increasing survival by 13%. And let's see, let's add another one. Increased by 14%. Okay. So that's probably about as much of good water quality as you could possibly... Ooh. Ooh. Hold on. Let's add a Mega UV sterilizer. Dang. That's probably as good of a survival rate as you could possibly give those fry. Plus 18%. You could probably go all the way up to 20%. But that is probably getting close to as high as possible survival rate. They will naturally go down in their survival rate, but yeah, the guppies, the guppy fry, there they are in their little holding tank, where they can be cared for separately from the parents without fear of predators. I find it kind of scarring that guppies eat their own young, but whatever. That's nature. Cruel, cruel nature. They also added an animal ledger, which will let you know of any problems in the aquarium. Alright, we got a couple messages. Alright, another guppy has bred. We need to move that fry to the care tank. Now, this game, you don't need to worry about male and female fish. It does all of that at random, so you don't really need to worry about that. It just randomly decides which fish are males and which ones are females. Oh yeah, Fry do not have a size, which means they don't contribute to the bioload of a tank, so you could have as many fry in a tank as you wanted to. However, I think because of the mechanics in the game, if you have like too many, they're not going to be able to take up space in the tank. Like if you have too many survive, they won't be able to fill up the tank, and then they'll just like you'll be wasting fry if you have a tank that's too small. So you got to keep that in mind. If you think that you're losing fry to a tank that's way too small, you might need to get like a second tank or a bigger tank. So let's speed up time. Oh, we got more fry. This is going to be a lot of guppies. So yeah, they had to last 4 days. And they'll grow into adult guppies. Now, I think the tank might actually be too small, so I'm going to expand it out and create a second guppy tank. There we go. Alright. Another set of fry. Wow, we are expertly breeding guppies. Alright, we're about to probably see our first adult guppies come from the breeding program, and there we go. Alright, let's take a... Oh! Alright, we got some color variations. Let's take the color variations and throw them into the breeding tank. And let's just sell the normal guppies. Now the reason why I put the color variation guppies into the main tank is to increase the odds of getting a color variation guppy. So now we have 8 guppies, with half of them being a rare color. So let's take a look at the colors that popped out. Wow. So yeah, that's how the breeding works in the game. And we'll wait for these guppies to pop out and see what comes out of that tank. We might get a new pattern. Okay, we got 2 fuchsia guppies and 3 normal ones. Oh, I sold the fry by accident. Whoops. Oh gosh. See, that's something I wish they would do, is add a warning whenever you're about to sell a fry. Because I don't want to accidentally sell my babe guppies. Okay. Let's just clear up our message panel. So yeah, that is the gist of Freshwater Frenzy. It has a new breeding mechanic, which is really cool. It has it's the 30 brand new species, all kinds of new stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe for more content like this, and God bless you. Enjoy.